What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Space Jam 2 A New Legacy, where we will be discussing some of the weirdest cameos, and specifically one cameo which makes absolutely no sense. Now, in case you had no idea, this movie is a sequel to the 90s classic, which essentially follows the exact same plot, but instead of LeBron James, it has Michael Jordan, number 23, his heiress, not Michael B. Jordan, obviously. Although the confusion between those two creates one of the strongest jokes in the movie. The first movie focused on Michael Jordan being pulled into the Looney Tunes world to help them win a basketball game against a villainous space theme park owner and his Monstars. The cameos here were largely confined to simply the Looney Tunes, which at the time was part of WB dominating pop culture along with DC in the 90s, that is, how the cookie crumbles there. But it also helps we are, or at least were, in a golden age of animation back then. However, Space Jam 2 adds the entire Warner Media franchise. LeBron basically calls the Warner algorithm bad, at which point Al G. Rhythm, played by Don Cheadle, sets out on a vendetta against King James and pulls him into the Warner serververse so he can beat them in a basketball game in front of all of LeBron's followers. And yes, you would be forgiven by thinking that this is an Onion article or an Adult Swim style kind of parody, but no, that is the actual plot. It's incredibly apt that WB here is run by an evil algorithm, considering that they have no clue what they're doing, and their complete and utter mishandling of the DCEU and flat out refusal to give the fans what they want has almost ruined the big screen DC outings. But at least we got the Joker. there is that. However, the fact that all of Warner Media are in the same box gives away some of the weirdest cameos in all of cinema. But the biggest mistake was not including these cameos on the Toon Squad team. It's a very odd choice, as the cameos from the wider world of Warner Media basically turn out to be just an absolute advert. They're like, hey, Game of Thrones, do you remember that? We had Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, and many others. Toon World is barren minus Bugs, as the rest were offered more potential by going to other franchises, referencing corporate synergy and the fact that Looney Tunes really isn't that popular these days, and I guess it's a sign of the times that, well, Marvel and Disney are the juggernauts today. However, here's where the weird cameos begin as Bugs assembles his squad. For some reason, characters are in a Casablanca world, the classic movie, and we even got a reference to Big Chungus, making every Reddit and Discord moderator, when they saw it, do their best Soy Jack impression. Now, we see Daffy Duck in DC World doing a Superman impression, but this is a reference to Stupid Duck, a sort of short of Daffy Duck becoming a hero like Superman. As well as this, we also see Alfred, the butler of Batman, there on the runaway train, and LeBron and Bugs as Robin and Batman respectively are chasing it, and it reminded me of the end scene of Batman Begins. Now, the granny of Looney Tunes is also in the Matrix world, because yeah, there's a Matrix 4 coming, which did anyone even want that? Please, just let it die. I still have that horrible, sweaty, sexy rave in my brain. I don't want to have this in my head anymore. And Speedy Gonzales is there because, yeah, cultural stereotypes are still a thing. And she's playing Trinity, which makes me wonder, where's Trinity? Where's the real Trinity? Also, Elmer Fudd is the mini-me of, well, yes, Dr. Evil, because reasons. And also in one which did actually genuinely shock me more so than any other, was the Tasmanian Devil is far too much for Rick and Morty to handle, as they drop him off to join the Toon Squad. Because, yeah, Rick and Morty is popular, isn't it? So they're going to get a bigger cameo there because Warner own that. But anyway, we also see Lola Bunny, who is apparently no longer sexy, And, well, much to Incel's rage, yes, she has been changed heavily, and people were unhappy, but Zendaya is doing the voice, so I'm not really sure why they were angry about that. Now, the Amazonian trials we saw in Wonder Woman 84 and the DCEU Wonder Woman theme actually make an appearance here because corporate synergy once more. Among the various other worlds we've also seen are Wizard of Oz and Westeros because, hey, there's a Game of Thrones spin-off coming soon, so I guess they want people to remember that. There's even a Harry Potter world, and LeBron is Hufflepuff, which, yeah, I would have thought it'd be Gryffindor. Now, later in the movie, you can even see Quidditch players in the crowd. However, I'm going to discuss some of the strangest choices for cameos. One of the weirdest ones I saw were Alex's Droogs from the film A Clockwork Orange. If you haven't seen A Clockwork Orange, it follows Alex and his gang as they go around partaking in hyper-violence, sexual assaults, and robberies. It's bizarre that these were the characters chosen for the movie. They're cheering on the people in the game of the baskets, and they're celebrating the synergy of Warner Media in a kids' movie. Wait, hold on. It's even weirder is that these people who sexually assaulted a woman in their own movie are actually in the movie chosen over Pepe Le Pew, a horny French stereotype skunk who was publicly omitted from the movie due to concerns over rape culture, with his scene even being shot but cut from the movie. So they were so scared of backlash over a character who actually kind of shows rape culture. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to take sides. I'm just pointing out the fact that they cut a scene due to rape culture but left actual rapists in the movie. It just makes no sense. The odd cameos do not stop there, with Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote actually being found in a Mad Max world, which of course we know is full of murder and all sorts of nastiness, as well as Austin Powers, which is arguably much more damaging to views on sex and misogyny than Pepe Le Pew, because many people did not understand the parody and the jokes of Austin Powers and the fact that you're not supposed to be like him, people. It's just like the people who took the Joker the wrong way, posting weird mental health quotes with Joaquin Phoenix's Joker just sitting there on the thing, and you're just like, just tell me you didn't understand it without telling me you don't understand it. Not only are there the rapists in the movie, but we also have a Pennywise. Yep, that Pennywise, a killer that literally targets children and even bit one's arm off in the movie It. Not sure seeing Pennywise is good for kids. And some other cameos are pretty cool, with the Night King in the audience. We also got the Gremlins, which is long overdue for a reboot, but hey, that wasn't kid friendly. But we get Space Ghost, and we also have George Jetson and the Flintstones and the Hanna-Barbera Pantheon, including Yogi Bear. Also included was almost every single Joker incarnation, with a couple of Catwomen and the Penguin. And I also loved seeing the Animaniacs, and as well as that, seeing the original Monstars. Damon Lillard's Kronos even dropped a Back to the Future reference, and of course there was AD as well, because, you know, he's cool and he's in the Lakers, so I'm biased. Now, we had George Jetson, the Iron Giant, and King Kong. Hey, am I watching Ready Player 2 or something? However, one bizarre choice was Stanley Ipkiss wearing the mask, which is arguably worse than Pepe Le Pew, but, well, he gets a pass because no one actually made an article about him being in the movie. Now, I'm not clutching pearls. I just find the hypocrisy really weird that Pepe Le Pew cannot be in the movie, but vastly worse characters are in the movie. It doesn't actually make any sense. The movie overall I kind of enjoyed, as well as other memes as well. We had, you know, the guy MC Super Hot Fire who was like, psych, that's the wrong number. And you know, the guy holds his face and that, well, yeah, that was in the movie. I don't know why that was in the movie. It just was, along with Big Chungus. I guess the Discord and Reddit mods are going mad. But seeing the Iron Giant was cool, and LeBron is the GOAT, so I guess all is forgiven. I guess I don't know, but it wasn't average movie. I enjoyed it, but just like the rest of you, I'm reading possibly way too much into it for a kids' movie. Or I'm not. And adding the Droogs into the movie was just really, really dumb. But that's it for this video. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.